Hi everyone, welcome to Pood Making Podcast. This is an English podcast series which I'm going to review books in English. Some of you guys may already know me, but I believe some don't. So before we start, I'm gonna introduce myself first. I am a founder of Pood Making Podcast, which is from Thai words mean not good at talking. My goals of creating this podcast series is to practice my English together with you guys or my listener. As I'm not a native speaker, I sometimes use a weird grammar or pronounce some words incorrectly. I apologize, and I promise that I will improve myself to be better in English. And for today, books that I will go through is Legends and Lattes. Legends and Lattes is a story about Vive. She is a warrior, and she decided to retire herself. She wants to open her own coffee shop named Legends and Lattes. So, in this book, we'll see how she opened her own coffee shops, her relationships with new friends, and how she lived in a new city. This book is fantasy, but also heartfelt. The atmosphere in this story is very cozy, easygoing, and warm. So if you guys plans to have your own coffee shop or open some stores, I think if you read this book, you can get motivations or idea to open your stores. So if you guys are ready to get to know Vive together with me, let's get started. Hi again everyone. As I already told you guys that today books is Legends and Lattes, written by Travis Baldree. So I will start with the story of Vive before she retired herself. Vive is one of the skillful warrior. If you guys curious how Vive look like, she look like the green girl in the book covers. If you see on the screen, there a green girl on a cover of English version. That is Vive. And for the left hand side, a Thai version of the book, she is making us coffee. That is Vive. Um, as you guys know that she is a warrior, she has a big and strong body, and her job is to catch, kill, or find people and monster according to the contract. Her last job before she retired to kill, uh, is to kill the spider monster named Scudworld. But after she killed it, she get Lucky Stone with her, and I think nobody knows about Lucky Stone. And after she did her job, her intention is to retire herself from this career and find a city that suited her retirement plans. However, retiring herself is not easy because of she has a group of friends and her friends won't agree with her decisions. Be- She has a skillful and good at fighting, so her friends don't want to lose her. But as she planned to retire herself, to get out of the group, she decided to flee, even though she knows that her friends will mad at her. So she traveled to many cities, but there are one city that she think it's interesting for her to live here and open the coffee shops because there are various clans live in. So she explored the city and found an interesting place, which is old stable. As she new to the city, she don't know how to know where is the owner of the old stable. So the neighbor nearby help her. She said where the owner and how to deal with him. So she remember all the techniques and go to meet the owner. So she explained her plans and try to persuade him, and it's successful because he say yes. However, renovating something is not easy, as Weave is a warrior, not a builder. She can't do this alone, and there are many steps to do, like tear down old stable, plan for a new store, find building materials, and start constructions. Because of these problems, she had to find someone who can help her, find someone good at building, know about building materials. So she didn't know where to go. She walked to the pier and she saw their worker working on a boat, trying to repair or fix the boat. I mean, ship, not boat, ship. And she monitored one draft the whole day. And she think that this guy is very interesting because he work deliberately. So after he did finish his job and he will go home, she approached him and asked him about if I want you to work to renovate my old stable into a coffee shop. Do you mind to do it? Or she offer some money to him, but you know she offer huge money to him. She she don't know whether it will what will happen in the future, but she want this guy. She like all in to this guy, and this guy agree because of a lot of money. And the time goes by. She built her dream coffee along with the worker. Then it's ready to open. However, renovating is hard, but try to attract the customer is harder. There are many issues and something mysterious occur about the lucky stone. And that leads her to meet her new friends, especially Trady. Trady, if you guys see on the book covers on the English version, she is a red girl that stand beside Beef. She um, do everything. She does everything like do marketing, make a coffee, help with everything. You can say she's a right-handed man of Eve. And I don't want to spoil, but I want to tell you that Trady and Viv have a special relationships together. And for the next guys is a musician. Viv and the musician met since like when they opened a new shops not so long ago. But he come into with coffee shops and play some weird instrument. However, he's good at it, so we've satisfied with him and let him play music in her shop. And we have coffee shop. We have a coffee, so we have to have baker. Baker is little rat. I can't remember his name, but he not talkative guys. He's just love to bake and he can think of a new menu every day. He good at baking and we think he's suited to um, bake some bread in her coffee shop. And there are many more people who become her friends at the end of the story. But Tradi, the musician, and the baker is the main cast, the main character that we've mostly spent time with. And this is the brief story about Legends and Lattes. And if you guys want to know what happened to Vive, about her relationships, especially with Tradi, and about the lucky stones, you can read the whole story from Legends and Lattes that written by Travis Baldree. To clarify, there are like more, how to say, more interesting situation in the story, but I don't want to spoil you guys. So I recommend you guys to read even in Thai version or English version. I read in Thai as I cannot find English version. But if you guys can read in English, and if you guys already done reading it, you can comment about the original version, which is an English version. Yeah. So let's talk about my opinion about this book. Honestly, this is my first fantasy novel I ever read, and I was impressed, amazed, and satisfied by this book. I never expect a fantasy novel to be extremely heartfelt. Most of them I think is about killing or fighting, but this book is different. In the beginning of the story, it may confuse me a little bit because I never read the fantasy book before. I confused about the clans, about the cities, and about their special abilities in each clans. But if you guys are new to fantasy books and want to start reading fantasy and don't want to read like a fighting, killing, catching, want to read a heartfelt atmosphere, cozy atmosphere, I recommend you to read Legends and Lattes by Travis Baldree. And in Legends and Lattes, you will see like with motivation, intentions of opening a coffee shops, or you guys can see a relationship between different clans, which you guys will amaze, I think. And how warm of a small city that we live in. They take care each other, which make me feel like I want to live in that city too. And as you guys know that this book is about open the stores or open the coffee shops. If you guys has plans to do your own coffee shop, you can get an ideas and motivation about the theme of your coffee shop or a new menu you can get from this book. Who knows? And a good news is there are also a sequel of Legends and Lattes named Bookshops and Bone Dusts, which I already done reading it. And I will do a review for you guys on the next episode. For today, thank you very much for listening to my podcast. As I said, I'm not a native speaker. Sometimes I use a weird grammar or pronounce wrong. Or sometimes I'm not talking fluently. I apologize and I will develop my English skill and also improve my speaking. And if you like my podcast, please subscribe or like. Or if you want me to improve something, you can comment me below. And hope to see you guys on the next episode. Have a great day today. Thank you.